The last 100 kilometres has been abysmal, really torrential rain. My boots are full, or one of them is full of water. It's bubbling out as I squelch my foot. Welcome folks, it's Nick here. Just left the campsite in Rovaniemi and just heading to pick up some petrol. It was a nice site, well equipped, very expensive. It was €38 a night, including electric. But it's quite a lot of money. Anyway, we're heading towards Oulu, O-U-L-U, which I think is a major city within Finland. Apologies, don't know. And well, actually, I'm going a bit south of there because I want to hug the coast a bit. Don't know whether that's the right thing to do to get to Helsinki. So it's 380 kilometres to the city that we're aiming for, which is a bit south of Oulu. Start the day off by getting some petrol. My Garmin is dying to death. It's gone into night mode again, which is really awkward because you can't really see it because of the reflection. But there we go. Yeah, we've done 325, plenty of petrol in there, but it looks like we're going onto a very major road. For 100 and something kilometres. And the town we're actually aiming for is called Himanka, Himanka. But it is really just a routing point. No offence meant to Himanka. It's just a town south of Oulu, which looks like it's coastal, and then that will lead down and across to Helsinki, which is the actual next big stop. But that's still potentially 900 kilometres, a bit more than 900 kilometres away. It's looking decidedly dodgy up ahead. To the left hand side, it looks like it's absolutely chucking it down. And there have been some bikes coming the other way with full wet gear on. But let's face it, I've been so lucky with the weather. The thunderstorms yesterday continued this morning. No rain, just thunder. Well, we've now turned onto what looks like a bit of a motorway 4. It's Oulu, 117 kilometres, which is a big city. So if I dig out the map and find a bit of a nicer way, I think I'll stop here in a moment. A coffee or something. Not really what I was looking for. It's like a shopping centre. Right, I've tried the next exit, which I'm hoping has got something just over there. It's really getting boring, that road. I'm squaring my rear tyre off. See what I can get here. Rather than have to open either of these bags to get the waterproofs out, I've decided to put them in a separate bag. Just this white thing. Amazingly, it's even bulkier than it was when it was in the bag, but never mind. It looks as if the weather is really deteriorating, so I'm going to put the waterproofs on anyway. But it's just odd, it seems to have taken up so much more bulk. I don't know if this is a person Travelled about 240 kilometres today from Rovaniemi and heading towards Helsinki. The last 100 kilometres has been abysmal, really torrential rain. My boots are full, or one of them is full of water. It's bubbling out as I squelch my foot. And the mistake I made was, because we had such good weather, I should have, whilst I was in Rovaniemi, thought about getting some waterproofing for this useless over jacket thing. It is just porous. So I'm not sure why I've got it on. I'm sort of tempted just to dump it somewhere, but I should be able to waterproof it. Anyway, heading to Helsinki. I was going to go down the coastal, bit more coastal, but the last 100 kilometres has been coastal. You can't see anything. It's just down the main drag. The weather forecast isn't good for today or for the next couple of days, so I think I'm just going to head straight to Helsinki, which is still 600 kilometres. But I'm aiming at a campsite about 350 kilometres from here. It's 2 in the afternoon now. It's motorway. Should get there about 6 if I just keep up, and there's not too many roadworks. There's been quite a lot of roadworks. Anyway, that's it. Just stopped for lunch at a Services. Had a nice lunch. Took longer than I should have done, but it was nice just to dry out a little bit. But that's it. Back on the road for us. See you in a minute. On the plus side, it looks like it's brightening up further ahead. Just getting back onto the main drag. I did have a look at the map, and there are sort of smaller roads, but as I say, the weather is just It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, still in Finland, and it's just not letting up. Quite horrible, really. And the daylight, I'm sure it's lighter during the night. I'll be stopping at the next petrol station, which is in about 23 kilometres. Stop there and drip dry a little bit, have a coffee or something. Look at it. Woo. Making up for lost time. I hope this isn't the rain magnetism that's finally found me, latched on. It's going to follow me for the rest of the trip. We shall see. Time will tell. So at least I know why the left boot is leaking. I don't know whether the right is the same, but my left foot just come through a terrible storm for, I don't know, 100 kilometres, and it's been miserable. But at least I know why my left foot is wet. I've stopped for a coffee, a little place. Not exactly sure where. Still 250 kilometres from the town that I intend to stop at. But it's 3:30 now. It's still a couple of hours or more, 2.5 hours. And I'm soaked. Waterproof layer driving me around the bend. I don't know whether to just take it off. I don't know. Anyway, but it's just chucking it down thunder, and visibility is really atrocious because the trucks are just throwing it up. But it's not cold. Anyway, I'm gonna have my coffee, go somewhere, and then get back going again. See you all. It's actually stopped raining. It's about 6. And it's actually got warmer as well. Visibility obviously is cleared. Look, you can actually see things. And the roads look dry here. My gloves are absolutely saturated, as are my feet. Nice to see things though. It's just been impossible to see. The major route we were taking was shut, so we've come just off there and running parallel with it, which is possibly a bit nicer anyway. I've located a campsite which is 20 kilometres from here. Hopefully it won't take too long to get there, and I'm hopeful that the rain will stay off long enough. I've taken my over jacket thing off so that my textiles can dry out, and I'll see if I can get some waterproofing stuff tomorrow from the nearby town or city. Anyway, it's a bit sluggish this route, but nice. At least it's not raining. That's where we're heading, the 19 kilometres, JYVAS, Skila, something. I'm sorry about the pronunciations of these places. On the right, in a couple hundred metres, there's a caravan site which has spaces for tents, apparently. So I'm hoping that is the case. It must have been on there. Oh yeah. Figure out how to get to it now.